Alrighty, Shena, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be all about speed. In fact, we're going for the quickscoping today. It is Kar98k's turn, and this is the build I'm using. As you can see, I'm using the sweaty gold camo for extra flavor, but for the gun itself, it's really all about ADS speed to get this thing rolling the way we want it. So first off, the stock, the one that increases ADS speed. Sniper scope, quite obviously, if we want to do some quick scoping with a sniper, we need the sniper scope. Tac laser, that again all about ADS speed, and it gives some extra pros as well. Then we have the barrel, which is just basically bullet velocity and damage range. It's a con. It slightly reduces the ADS speed, but I still feel like the range benefit is something to think about. And then I'm using stipple grip tape, which again is just sprint to fire speed and ADS speed. So this is basically the quickest build you can get. If you would want to, I guess you could change it out to a monolithic suppressor, but that as well counters the ADS speed. You can maybe go for the bipod to have basically no pros and no cons at all, and that would be the quickest build possible for this one. But now let's get this one into some gameplay and see what it can do. Just quickly before we go into gameplay, I'm gonna show you what options I'm using for my controller. I'm using the bumper jumper tactical, which basically makes me able to crouch, prone slide and jump at the same time as I'm shooting or at the same time as I'm aiming. This is just so you can easily jump shot or drop shot to be one of those sweaty ones. Obviously this takes some time to getting used to if you're using the default settings, but you'll get there pretty quickly. I'm using dead zone 0.05, which is standard, I believe. So no big changes to that. Stick sensitivity, I'm doing 9 at the moment. I've seen some people go full on 21, which is just nuts. If you can use that, go for it. I'm using 9 at the moment, which I feel is it's a good compromise between just being steady and being quick. This is what we mainly want to focus on when it comes to sniping. It's the low zoom. No, I'm sorry, this is the low zoom. The high zoom is what we want to focus on when we're going for the sniper. I'm using 1.2, which makes me able to basically follow people at the same time as I'm hard scoping. But this one is all about the quick scope. So this one you can literally have it whatever you want, but I'm having it at 120. Once again, it's fairly quick, but I can still be really steady when I need to. So now let's get into some gameplay.
Enemy in the back alley.
So well, here we are in gameplay. We're taking full advantage of the 24/7 shoot house playlist, and I am by no means the best at quickscoping. I'm far from it. This is just the way I've been practicing to become better, and I'm sure that some of this will help some of you. So all I'm doing is I'm playing angles. As long as I'm playing angles, I'll have more time to see them than they have to see me, which is basically just sniping in a nutshell. But especially if you want to be quick, you need to know where they are, and you need to know your angles before you know how to play it yourself. So I'm trying to stay out of their sight as long as I know that I can see them, and that as soon as I see them I can be quick on it. There, I got it. 3 in a row. Although some of them are maybe technically not, you know, perfect quick scopes, but they're still fairly quick. Finally they got me. That's what happens. This angle on shoot house is one of my favorite ones, going around this wall, even though they kind of took them all for me this time. This is also just keep your pistol as a backup and make sure that you have amped as one of your is one of your specialties. Just to make sure that you're quick in swapping weapons, because you're gonna need that sometimes when you get real close up with them. This angle is also really good, especially in domination. They tend to just keep coming at you, this angle as well. So as long as, if you're playing angles, if you go from left to right, you know where they're coming, and you're gonna be able to be quick once you see one. For some reason here I'm about to run out on my cranked timer. Well, there it hit 0, but for some reason I'm still alive, and I got the timer up to keep going for a while more. Once again, taking advantage of that secondary.
Capture and defend the objective.
So if you look closely at center now, you're gonna see a white dot. This white dot is exactly where you're aiming at once you have fully scoped in, which just shows there that when you scope in, it's on that white dot. So what I do is that when I run around, I just keep my eyes on the white dot, and as soon as something hits the white dot, I scope in and I pull the trigger. So all you really have to learn is to aim with the white dot, and then learn how long it takes for your gun to aim in, so that you know that when you're fully in, you already have them in sight, and then you just have to pull the trigger and hopefully the shot connects. You're gonna miss 1,000 times. I've missed at least 1,000 times, and sometimes it happens that you get it right, and sometimes you're just miles off.
Allied UAV overhead.
Like that, for example. Sometimes you gotta take 2. Just lucky.
Securing Bravo.
I have been trying to get that guy for quite a while, so hence the hard scope. Once again, one of my favorite angles. Go for the no scope. I mean, why not? So well, once again, just keep playing the angles. Look at that white dot in the middle. Learn how long it takes for your gun to ADS, and you will start connecting the shots. You just gotta take your time. Thank you for watching.